Are you a slow driver? Be honest. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the 5 easy steps to get you from Nicholas Latifi to Max Verstappen in iRacing. So let's get right into this video. Step number 1, pick a track you actually like. Start with a track you actually like to enjoy, because if you're doing this many laps, you want to get to a track that you actually enjoy driving. If you don't enjoy it, you're gonna burn yourself out super fast. So you might as well pick something you like. For me personally, I like Spa or maybe Monza or Imola, just because they have a good selection of different corners. So you can practice your long trail braking, you can do your slow corners, or any other type of corners. So make sure you pick a track that you like, or maybe one that you're trying to get better at for a specific competition or race. And also you can watch some track guides online. They can give you a good idea of some of the different tracks they have on iRacing, and that way you can pick the best one you like or the best one you want to try and go from there. The main thing for this part is just to reduce the amount of friction we have mentally. In terms of practice, you want to make sure you are giving your best, and you can't really do that if the track is literally fighting against you mentally. So make sure you pick a track that's very easy for you. Well, not easy for you, but at least that's going to give you a little bit of challenge, but not like a crazy challenge at the beginning. That way you can develop your skills and move them onto a different track that that might be a little bit more challenging for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first step. The next step is going to be analyzing fast drivers. The only way you can really see where you are messing up is to see what the differences are, and the way you can tell differences is going to be through data. If you look at like real F1 drivers, even when they're in the pit lane or the garage, they're constantly looking at graphs of telemetry data, and that's literally what we're gonna do too. Instead of doing countless laps where we're just going round and round and round, I think it's better to just do a few laps, figure out where we need to figure out how we need to improve our driving. And the way we're going to do that is just by looking through data. So yeah, we're going to do that through Garage 61. I actually made a video recently about Garage 61. You guys can check that out in the description below. But pretty much it's a free tool actually, that we use for iRacing, where you can look at the laps of all the fastest drivers on iRacing. And you can also put whatever laps you want, so you can put your laps from recently or all time, whichever ones you want. And the main thing we want to do here is just to see what they're doing differently. The main thing, like myself and other drivers experience like the problems, is mainly just tunnel vision. Like when we're practicing, we're just doing like 1,000 laps, and yes, it's good for consistency, but if we really want to analyze our technique and to improve our pace, we need to analyze the data and compare it to other drivers. So Garage 61 is going to be your best friend for that. Main thing you just want to see is try to see what they're doing. So see what their trail braking trace looks like, what is their throttle position, what is the positioning of their car, how much steering are they using, what gears are they using, and pretty much you just want to use all of these different aspects of the telemetry and try to gather a good image of where we're going wrong. And that's going to lead into the third step, and we're going to compare the data to our own. So for me, one thing I like to do is I like to print out the telemetry graph. So I'll take the telemetry graph of my data and their data, and then I'll write a bunch of notes for each corner. I'll write like, okay, I need to shift here, I need to shift 1 gear up or 1 gear down here, I need to trail more here, I need to use less steering here. But the main thing is we need to figure out how we can get our driving to match the driving of the fast people. Yeah, I guess it won't really help you develop your technique like more conceptually, but it will help you to understand why we're doing certain things. So we'll understand the trail braking that they're doing, and we can try to copy that and match that. But yeah, just take a piece of paper. You don't have to use a piece of paper, but I'm just using that as an example. And just pretty much write down all the different tips, not tips, but different notes you want to improve on for the lap. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that step, and we're going to go to the next one. So step number 4 is actually we're going to focus on one corner or one area. So this is the part where we actually go to the sim rig We're gonna load up the game. Main thing we want to do is instead of focusing on the track as a whole, I think a lot of drivers overwhelm themselves and try to get lap times by over a full lap by just doing useless laps over and over again throughout the entire track. I think it's more beneficial to focus on one sector or one area at a time, just because you don't want to like overwhelm yourself. You want to, we're not trying to like set world records all at once. You have to do baby steps to actually reach it and to create the building blocks to get that crazy lap. So yeah, but the first thing we're just gonna do is we're just gonna focus on one section at a time. Don't have to push 1000%, but we have to figure out what we're doing wrong, and the way we can do that is by taking it slowly. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. But pretty much, yeah, you're just gonna go through each sector, and you want to pretty much try to focus on one section at a time. So try to trailbreak into one corner over and over and again, and try to just slowly figure it out. That's the only way. That's the best way and most efficient way that I personally think is the way to practice. And I think that's also the way that a lot of professionals practice too. And the good thing about this is it's not going to overwhelm you. You can focus on one area at a time. You can divide it and conquer each day. You can dedicate one day to these two or three corners or two or three sectors, and just focus your time on that. And one thing I had for a tip on step number 4 is there's a feature in iRacing where you can actually reset your position before you crash or where you want to repeat from, and then so you can put that on a button on your steering wheel, and pretty much once you hit that button on the steering wheel, your car was literally just going to load back to that specific moment in time, and that way it makes it a lot easier for you to keep practicing the same corner. So please use that button to make yourself more efficient. But yeah, let's get right to the final step. So step number 5 is pretty much the main one that we all been waiting for, putting it all together. So pretty much once you've practiced all the corners you wanted to, next thing you want to try is to do pretty much a set of good laps. Main thing you want to do is be consistent. If you think about a race, people think it's the fast person over one lap. Well, in reality, it's the first person to cross the line after a certain amount of laps. So if you think about it, it's the person who's doing the most consistently fastest laps, if that makes sense. It's the person who takes the least amount of time to cross the line, and the way you really cross the line the fastest is going to be consistently doing as fast laps as you can. So the main thing you're going to be aiming for in this step is just to maintain a good set of laps, and using your markers and your references and everything to make sure everything is very consistent. So if you look at a driver like Max Verstappen, he's not really going like doing random breaking points, or he's probably not really doing random shit. He's using a methodical method. He's practiced every corner multiple times in a sim or whatever he's doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. These 5 steps should help you a lot. For me, it helped a lot too, because I used to just do countless laps, but now I'm actually gaining progress on each corner. And if you gain a 10th here and a 10th here in every other corner, you're gonna start gaining a lot of lap time very rapidly. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys don't mind, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the start of February, so every like and subscription is gonna be very much appreciated, and it's free, so why not? But yeah, that's pretty much what I had for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a comment and let me know what other videos you guys want to make. I might actually do a breakdown for each step on this video in the future. But yeah, just let me know what other videos you guys want me to make. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you. Peace.